ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः। ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 13, description of the descendants of Dhruva Mahārāja. Sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, today Prabhuji is having his Bhagavatam, Śrīmad Bhagavatam class in the NVCC temple. So we will read 2, 3 verses today. Sadasatpataye ऊचु नरदेव नरदेवेह भवतो नागं तावन्मनास्थितम् अस्तेकं प्राक्तनमगं यदि हे दृक् तुम प्रजः। Translation.
The head priest said, O king, in this life we do not find any sinful activity, even within your mind. So you are not in the least offensive. But we can see that in your previous life you performed sinful activities due to which, in spite of your having all qualifications, you have no son. Purport. The purpose of marrying is to beget a son, because a son is necessary to deliver his father and forefathers from any hellish conditional life in which they may be. Chanakya Pandit therefore says, Putra hinam graham shunyam. Without a son, married life is simply abominable. King Anga was a very pious king in this life, but because of his previous sinful activity, he could not get a son. It is concluded, therefore, that if a person does not get a son, it is due to his past sinful life. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So here head priest is saying to the King Aṅga. Yeah. We will go to the next verse. तथा साधय भद्रं ते आत्मानं सुप्रजं नृप इष्टस्ते पुत्रकामस्य पुत्रं दास्यति यज्ञभुक्. Translation.
Translation: O king, we wish all good fortune for you. You have no son, but if you pray at once to the Supreme Lord and ask for a son, and if you execute the sacrifice for that purpose, the enjoyer of the sacrifice, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will fulfill your desire.
So head priest is suggesting here about the sacrifice, performation of sacrifice for the King Vena to get the son. We will go ahead. तथा स्वभाग ध्येयानि ग्रहिष्यन्ति दिवाकसः यज्ञ यज्ञ यद्यज्ञ पुरुष साक्षात् अपत्याय हरिवृत. Translation.
When Hari, the supreme enjoyer of all sacrifices, is invited to fulfill your desire for a son, all the demigods will come with him and take their shares in the sacrifice. Purport. Whenever a sacrifice is performed, it is meant for satisfying Lord Vishnu, the enjoyer of the fruits of all sacrifices. And when Lord Vishnu agrees to come to a sacrificial arena, all the demigods naturally follow their master and their shares are offered in such sacrifices. The conclusion is that the sacrifices performed are meant for Lord Vishnu, not for the demigods. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So enjoyer of the sacrifice is Lord himself, Hari, and all the demigods has to follow his path. Okay, we'll go ahead. Tanstan kaman हरिर्दद्यात् यान् यान् कामयते जनः आराधितो यथैवैष तथा पुंसां फलोदयः. Translation.
The performer of the sacrifices under karma, kanda activities achieve the fulfillment of the desire for which is worshipped the Lord. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that He awards benediction to the worshipper according to his desire. The Supreme Personality of Godhead gives all living entities conditioned within this material world full freedom to act in their own way. But to his devotees, he said that instead of working in this that way, it is better to surrender unto him, for he will take charge of the devotees. That is the difference between a devotee and a fruit actor. The fruit actor enjoys only the fruit of his own activities, but a devotee is being under the guidance of the Supreme Lord simply advance in devotional service to achieve the ultimate goal of life, to go back to Godhead. The significant word is karma, which means since a gratifactory desire. A devotee is a divide of all karma. He is an anabhilashastam shunna. A devotee is always avoid of all desire to sense gratification. His only aim is to satisfy of glory, gratify the sense of the Lord. That is the difference between a karmi and a devotee.
Yes. So here the another kind of sacrifice is being described, that is under karma kanda section of the Vedas. Sacrifices of karma kanda to fulfill the desire of the worshipper. But in case of in purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining about the sacrifices performed by the devotees, especially the Lord's devotees. They are performing the sacrifices not to fulfill their own desires, but to fulfill the desires of the Lord. So they are always continuously advancing in the devotional service, not fulfilling their desires, and they are getting ready to achieve the ultimate goal of their life, to go back home, back to Godhead. Yes. Because all devotees are devoid of the common karmas, that is anyabhilashita shunyam dhyana karma adi anavritam. Okay, we'll go ahead. इति व्यवसिता विप्रास्तस्य राज्ञः प्रजातये रूढांशं निर्वपन् शीपीविष्टाय विष्णवे. Translation.
Translation. Thus, for the sake of his son, for King Aṅga, they decided to offer oblations to Lord Vishnu, who is situated in the hearts of all living entities. Purport. According to sacrificial rituals, animals are sometimes sacrificed in the yajna arena. Such animals are sacrificed not to kill them, but to give them new life. Such action was an experiment to observe whether the Vedic mantras were being properly pronounced. Sometimes small animals are killed in a medical laboratory to investigate therapeutic effects. In a medical clinic, the animals are not revived, but in the yajna arena, when animals were sacrificed, they were again given life by the potency of Vedic mantras. The word Sipi Vistaya appears in this verse. Sipi means the flames of the sacrifice. In the sacrificial fire, if the oblations are offered into the flames, then Lord Vishnu is situated there in the form of the flames. Therefore, Lord Vishnu is known as Sipi Vista. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So here it is now all the sages are performing the sacrifice for the sake of the son for King Aṅga, and they decided to give the offer the oblations to Lord Vishnu in the sacrifice. Here in purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining about the killing of the animals. It is in the sacrifice. It is if they are killing the animal in the for the sacrifice and offering to the Lord, then it is to prove the mantras, the power potency of the mantras, so that that animal who is killed will get the different body or in a next body. And Prabhupada is mentioning about the in medical laboratories, if they are investigating some therapeutic effects and killing the animals, there is no life again for that. Means no life means there is no revived. That animals are not revived, but in the yajna arena, animals are revived again. That is the power of the potency of the mantras. Even I heard from one lecture from Radhesham Prabhu, he was telling that in every religion there is uh, this this is given that if you want to eat animal and to kill animal, you have to uh, offer that animal to the to Ma Kali, and that is even once in a month you can do that, and then you can eat like that, and even so that that animal's destination is best in the next life. And even Prabhuji was telling in that lecture about Muslim tradition. Even in the Muslim religion, they have two types of killing, like halal and haram. Halal and haram. He was mentioning there. That is in halal, they have given about you can if you want to eat the animal, you can kill the animal. You have to cut the animal into 8 parts, and 7 parts should be offered to your Allah or somebody, means the supreme power, and only 1 part you can eat. That is halal. And nowadays they are not even bothering about the halal. Then they are doing haram only. So there is no uh, even means why the sacrifices are there to that is for our advancement. Any sacrifice is there, that is for our advancement. And even if we get a big injury over our shoulder and it is suppose pus is there, so doctor or surgeon is cutting that, means we are sacrificing that pus. But that is for our advancement, that is for our benefit. Like that we have as a devotee we have done so many sacrifices. Like sacrifice means tag, sacrifice from onion, garlic, tea, coffee. That is also kind of a sacrifice, but it is for our benefit. That is for uh, our advancement in Krishna consciousness. So we will read one more verse and then we'll stop. Tasmat Purusha Uttastho Hemamalya Malambara Hiranmayena Patrena Siddhamadaya Payasam. Translation.
As soon as the obtained which are offered in the fire, a person appeared from the fire altar wearing a golden garland and a white dress. He was carrying a golden pot filled with rice boiled in milk.
Yes. So oblation was offered in the fire and a person appeared from the fire altar bearing a golden garland and a white dress. Okay, so we will conclude here and continue tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhaktarunda ki jai. Thank you all of
Thank
you.
you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.